Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Namaskar. Welcome to Hinduism in Focus. Let me start with a little verse, a little what we call poem. But it has lots of meaning, and the significance of this, like a feast to a starving man, like rain to the parched earth, like a child to one yearning for a son. The Lord comes to protect Dharma and save the virtuous and the good. The Vedas say, Sahasra Shirsha, Sahasra Akshas, Sahasra Pad. What it means? The Lord has 1,000 heads, many heads, thousands of eyes, and a myriad of feet. That is, His hairs here and everywhere. So the entire world, the entire cosmos, and every living being in it are reflections of divinity, of the divine being. The Gita says, Sarvata pani padam tas sarvato akshiro mukham sarvata shruti malaloke sarva apritya tishtati, meaning God has hands and feet everywhere, on all sides, in all directions. His eyes, His head and mouth everywhere, and eye, ears all around. For He stands pervading all in this vast universe. There is no place where He is not. Apani pado javano grihita pashyat yak shasacha shunat yakarnaha. The Upanishads now. Saveti vedyam nachatasyasti vetata tamahuragyam purushamahantam. On the other side, lest we say God has no form, we read that without hands and feet He holds and walks. Without eyes He sees. Without ears He hears. And He knows all. But there is no one who knows Him in reality. Him they have called the great Brahman, the primal being, the first cause. We human beings are oblivious. We are not aware of the presence of the divine within us. And so we embark on a quest for Him, a search for Him outside of us. And we seek Him here, there, and everywhere. That behavior is like a man who goes to a neighbor and says, please for some milk. But he has forgotten that he has a Kamadhenu, the cows that fulfill all his desires, right as his backyard. And he goes to his neighbor for milk. And Bhagavan Krishna seeks to emphasize this point, that God is right within us. We must learn to see Him in ourselves, in all beings, and in all places. That is why He says, Ishvara sarva bhutanam hirdeshe arjuna tishtati. And again, aham atma gurakesha sarva bhuta shayasthita. I am the Paramatma, the Supreme Spirit Soul, seated in the heart of every being. Chapter 10, verse 20, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So the avatars are of two kinds, Ram and Krishna. That is, each one of them are of two kinds, or avatars in general. You have the Amsha avatar. partial manifestation of divinity. And the second we call it Purana Avatar, the full and the complete manifestation of divinity. All human beings are Amsha Avatar. We may not accept or believe this, but we are all partial manifestation of God. Bhagavan Krishna says in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Mamai Vansho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha. What he says, a part of my eternal soul has become the Jiva, the individual soul in the world of living beings. Yes, Bhagavan Krishna, a part of him has become the soul within us. It is not that Bhagavan Krishna is divided up into parts, but he is within us fully. Use the word full splendor within us as that Atma. How so? But these partial incarnation, that is we, you and me, human beings, we have gotten ourselves entangled in the net of the world. We have become caught up with the idea of possessiveness, owning this and owning that. This belongs to me and that belongs to you. And so on the development of the ego, I can do this and I can do that. And we lead lives of entire worldliness. So we have forgotten this divine nature. The Upanishad says, Shrinvanto Amritasya Putra. Listen, O ye children of immortality, O ye children of divinity. So we must strike a balance between the spiritual and the material world. Yes, we must go on and strive for things in the world to make this material physical life possible, so that they can be a ladder, a stepping stone to venture into the spiritual field. The body is like a boat and the world is compared to a river. The boat of life must sail on the water of the world to reach safely to the shore of the Lord. But the waters, that is the world, must not get into this boat. What will happen? Otherwise it will sink. The body needs food to survive and must therefore work and earn. So we must eat to live and not live to eat. The first is an absolute necessity for survival, eating to live. And the second sets a higher purpose in life. Our purpose is not living to eat, but living for divine fulfillment in life. The Purna avatars, on the other hand, Rama, Krishna, is subduing and going beyond Maya. We call it transcending Maya. The world of illusion manifests their full divinity in their lives, earthly lives, to the world of mankind. The Purna avatar as mere human beings, as if they were subject to the illusory world according to circumstances, but in fact, what they are free from illusion, free from moha, free from maya at all times. They behave as human beings so that to set example, they are the supreme exemplars of applied religion. What is the purpose of the scripture if they cannot be lived? So they set the pattern and the way. They are the path makers, the trailblazers. They blaze the trails so that we can follow unimpeded or with less impediment and obstructions on the path. In the Rama avatar, for example, Rama conducted himself as if he were a mere mortal, but he upheld Dharma for promoting the welfare of the world. The Krishna avatar was a bit different. Keeping Maya under his control, he manifested his leelas, that is, his earthly acts and miraculous deeds. That is why Vyasa in the Srimad Bhagavatam characterized Sri Krishna as Leela Manusha Vigraha, the divine manifesting as man, as a mere mortal, for performing his miraculous acts. The Bhagavata has described in detail these divine acts of Bhagavan Krishna and proclaimed his glory to the world at large. So in the Krishna Avatara, we have Bhagavan Krishna not only performing many marvelous deeds and said beautiful words, uplifting, inspiring words, but also taught the supreme wisdom through those words to the entire world, to all mankind. He was one who transcended the gunas even also, sattva guna, rajoguna, and tamasi guna. He was not under the control or under these modes of nature, but for the sake of the regeneration of this world, behaved as if he was influenced by these gunas, and he delighted us, the world, by his deeds. And so whatever Bhagavan Krishna did and Rama was for the welfare of the world, and we must reflect upon that love for human being shown by that Lord. One example that the Krishna showed that love to the gopis and the gopalas. Prema, which is translated as love, is nectarine in its amrit, in its sweetness. It leads to immortality, no death, no birth. We live in the Lord. So this love for the Lord was the highest expression of devotion among the gopis of Gokula. Let us reflect and let us take a page out of their book and try to love this Lord each and every day of our life, and our lives will be transformed into God consciousness. Please join us tomorrow once more for a continuation of such discussion in our program Hinduism in Focus. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om.